there's a lot of people looking for you to do readings, but as I said, you're not doing readings over the air, because you do readings for people, but as part of a clearing and a healing process that we're going to talk about in a few moments. Brian in Cavan says, no offence, but this show gives me the creeps. You should see what it does to me, Brian. I'm on it every bloody week. Fran the Ninja says, I've always known I'm psychic. Sometimes when I'm cycling with my headphones on, I can predict where I'll be at the end of the song. Okay. Right, probably not exactly the same thing, Fran, but we'll see. Dragon Boy is on. He said, I've always felt like I had some sort of psychic ability. Is there any way to help progress it, for it to grow stronger? So can you train this?
Well, for me, as I say, like, I've never been taught. You know, at the end of the day, it came to me as a natural ability that's always been there. But yes, you know, there are people out there that do actually teach this. I find that whenever I work with people and I help them to really see who they truly are, you know, that in itself opens them up completely, and they become really consciously aware of who they are, and they're more open to picking things up and experiencing psychic ability. Okay, I know our own Shirley McKenna that comes on the show on a regular basis. She actually does workshops as well, encouraging this psychic ability in people's lives. John was on wondering, hey Paul, is there any competitions? Yes, there is, John. You can get your hands on a pair of Oxygen tickets. Weekend camping passes will be giving you a chance to qualify for a draw to win tickets to Oxygen. We're going to be there, so hopefully you're going to be there. Are we opening the lines now, Dan? Yeah, we're going to open the lines now, so get in touch with us. Text the word WIN followed by your name, age and location to meet your 085 1052 107, and you could be joining us at Oxygen 2010. Okay, so it's text the word WIN followed by your name, age and location to meet your 085 105 to 107. And remember, you must be over 17 to enter the event. I105 107 is the official radio partner of Oxygen 2010. Find out more at i105107.ie/oxygen. Next up, one of the biggest Oxygen acts from the last few years, Kings of Leon, Use Somebody.
It's a radio station.
You're back to iLife and Paul Gill. No idea what that promo was about. Absolutely not. But you'll find out if you kind of stay tuned. Fran the Ninja wants to know, can he be a friend of the show? He's a new listener. I think that guy's got a personality disorder. Fran, there's several Fran the Ninjas texting in the show. Multiple personality disorder. Cathy, lots of people looking for you to do readings, but as we said, you don't do readings like that in isolation, especially over the phone. But there's a text in here, in relation to Cathy, is there a possibility to arrange an appointment to see her for healing? If so, can you give out contact details and location? Thank you. So where can people contact you?
Well, they can contact me. There's a website, and it's cathyfagan.com.
That's C-A-T-H-Y?
Yes.
And F-A-G?
A-N, yes.
Okay.
And all of the details are on that, and I leave my details with yourself as well.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I wanted to get to, we just finished up before the break there about where you had this horrific car accident. You left your body, saw yourself slumped there at the wheel, and then you decided to come back in again to enormous pain.
Yes.
How long did it take you to get rehabilitated?
For me, I'm very stubborn, and I wouldn't buy into the mindset that, you know, there was a possibility that I may not walk again, you know, with breaking the back. For me, my mindset was, this is my life, this is my body, you know, I can heal it, you know, and I am going to do this. And I know whenever I was in the hospital, for the first 4 days and 4 nights, they were the most horrific days and nights of my life, with the pain. No matter how much morphine that they give me, the pain was still mind-blowing. It was very, very hard to stabilise it. And I remember when my family were asked to leave so that I could have some rest, and it was the early hours of the morning, I think, at that stage. And when everybody left and I was lying there on my own in the room, and again the pain was so bad, I remember crying and again calling on God and saying, please God, please help me. Help me through the night, I don't think I'm going to make it. And I had my eyes closed at that point, and when I opened my eyes, there were 3 angels standing at the foot of the bed. You know, to me, you know, to see these angels, now they weren't angels as we're brought up to believe,
with wings and feathers and white, you know, glowing light.
Yep, they weren't like that at all. They were just like 3 really big guys. But the most amazing thing was that their heads were, they were at the ceiling. They were so big, and they were the most beautiful, beautiful beings that you would ever have seen in your life. And they didn't say anything, but the one in the middle, the guy in the middle, he just kept putting his finger up and running it across his lips, and without speaking out, and I heard him, and it just was like, shh, go to sleep now. And I went to sleep, and I slept through the night, and the next morning when I woke up, I was like, oh my God, I was in the presence of angels.
Wow.
And I knew at that point that I was going to be okay. I knew it was going to be a tough journey, but I was going to be okay.
Do some texters think you're mad? Texter here said, is that lady for real, Cathy Fagan one? She left her body and came back into it. It's the men in white coats for her. Yeah. Well, we've all been there.
Yeah. Yeah, well, at the end of the day, for me to have to come back here, or to be allowed to come back here, and to be able to come back and to basically have my life helping other people with theirs, to help them to move forward, to help them to find out who they truly are, to help them with the issues that they're carrying and may have been carrying for a lifetime, things that maybe they're not able to discuss with other people. For me to be able to work with someone like that and to help them to get closure, that is the most important thing.
Okay. Cathy, did Brian wants to know, were you not afraid? It just sounds creepy. I suppose when you broke your back, it probably broke a stubbornness in you to kind of stop resisting this thing.
Yeah, to end up with, at the point of knowing that I wasn't in control anymore.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just looking at my screen, Cathy, while I'm talking to you. Just doing all kinds of things. The computer is in the process of picking a winner to go through to our oxygen tickets. Okay. No, it hasn't picked it yet. I'm going to give it a belt. Fix it like that, yeah. Hit things, but normally a good solution to things. So when you talk about somebody finding their true self, their authentic self, how do we lose that in the first place, or do we ever have it in the first place? Is this life a journey to find that?
I truly believe, and from the divine direction that I've been given, I believe that we all come here as wonderful souls with a beautiful bright light on this journey. And we all come here basically to teach things, to learn things, and obviously we've got the free will, and in the middle of all of that, that's where we make our choices. As it turns out, if you imagine this wonderful soul with a beautiful bright light, and it coming forward, surrounded by like a glass globe, and that represents life. And if you can imagine, as we move forward in life and progress, that every now and again somebody will go like that and basically splat crap on the glass.
Bird shit.
And they leave you carrying all of this. And as life moves forward and progresses, after a wee while, for some people, that glass gets very, very cloudy, gets very muddy. But the truth is that although they're carrying all of this, the light inside, the light of their soul, is as bright as ever it was in the very beginning. But they're trying to shine out through this glass to be all that they can be, but they can't, because of all the rubbish that's on that glass. And even the people who look at you, they can't see you for who you truly are, because obviously there's too much crap there.
And so they become used to looking at you like the way you are.
Yeah, and you don't know, you forget, you get lost.
And I suppose they're looking out through their crap as well.
Exactly. And after a wee while, you find that you get lost. You're lost and bogged down under all of the issues that you've got, that are issues of your own and that of others have basically heaped upon you. My job is to clean that glass back, so that that light is shining, and you know who you are. And
how do you do that, Cathy? Are you a conduit, or is it your own power? Is it God? Is it the angels? Is it the person's power in front of you?
For me, I would be the channel. I would take the person through a 2-step process. The first part of it is to help them to see who they truly are. And that's where I work with the divine end of things. I work with the angels, and they help me to help the person to go through a journey where they bring them back to the point from the very beginning. And it is the most wonderful, enlightening experience. It's very hard to describe it. There's a different thing. As I say, I could tell you who you are until the cows come home. You could read it in so many books, but to actually feel it and to be it and to know it, that's the beauty of it. That's the thing that no one can ever take away from you again.
There's a few complimentary texts. I'll read out all the texts, whether they're complimentary or the other ones. I normally seem to get more of the other ones. Cathy, I think you sound beautiful, pure and genuine. You're truly a gift. That's from Michelle. That's a very nice text.
That's very nice. It's lovely.
Yeah, I never get texts like that. It's terrible. Can somebody send me in a text like that? Fran, send me in a text, please. Saying how gorgeous and beautiful I am. But how long does it take then to work with people? Are some people harder to crack? Are they kind of... Do some people come and sit in front of you and go, Cathy, fix me?
Basically, yes. People come in and they just sit down, and it's like a few weeks ago, 3 women that turned up with me, and as it turned out, I picked up, when I was doing their readings for them, that they were all psychiatrists. And I thought this was amazing, the fact that they were actually sitting in front of me. And after the readings were all complete, and I actually said, I find this really amazing that you girls, psychiatrists, are sitting in front of me. And they said, but we need help as well. And I said, but can you not help each other? And they said, no, we find that you have an advantage over us. And I said, why would that be? And they said, because people come to us and they tell us the things that are going on in their lives. They tell us as much as they want us to know. She said, people come to you like ourselves, and we sit down in front of you and you tell us what the problem is. She said, so you have an advantage over us. We can only help people to a degree, to the level that they tell us what's wrong. She said, you, on the other hand, can look at them, read their energy, just like you've done with ourselves, and you can tell us exactly, this is what needs to be fixed, so that you can move forward. I just invited some text in, and I'm probably sorry that I did. Fran says, your sex is on fire, Paul. Oh, Paul, you're the most sweetest voice, like an angel, from Jess. Thank you, Jess. I love you too. Paul, you're a joke and sound funny. Paul, you're wonderful, hunky stud muffin. You woo me every night with your whispery voice, or your wispy voice. Yeah. I don't know if that's from a guy though, but it could be. Yeah. Hey guys, great show tonight. Can you give out Cathy's details again? Yeah, Cathy's details are www.cathy with a C, C-I-T-H-Y, Fagan with an A, Fagan.com. Dragonboy says, Paul, you're my shining star, such a beautiful, amazing, unselfish person. Your show is second to none. That's great. I pay these people loads. Fantastic. So Cathy, people work with you, 1 to 2 sessions, and then do they kind of come back maybe for a top up down the line? Do you keep in touch with people? Yes, I find that once I've worked with people that they do, mainly, to be quite honest, that 1 session is all I need with someone, and it could take 2 hours, and 2 hours out of their life, that's all it may take, and it is completely and utterly life-changing and transforming.
Wow.
Yeah, it really and truly is.
Okay, and you're based in...
just outside Armagh.
Just outside
Armagh. It's
Armagh?
called Benburb.
Okay, and there's details of that on your website as well?
Yes, there's Google Maps and links there as well.